In the section so far, we have talked on the issues related to data and data security at the personal base. Now we can start to examine the subject a little more at the data governance. Especially with the start of pandemic, it has become important to produce meaningful data, store this produced data, use the stored data, and keep this data safe. How to manage this obtained data, under what conditions it can be stored, and how it can be used has become a subject that needs to be regulated on its own. Since this data used include personal data and company-specific data, compliance of the transactions with the law on the protection of personal data has gained importance. It's important that all this information is processed in accordance with the law. Data governance consists of the sum of processes, procedures, roles, policies, standards, and metrics that enable an organization to use information effectively to achieve its goal. Data governance establishes a structure for the organization that includes processes, responsibilities, and focus on quality and safety. It decides who will access the data and how it can be used. For any organization working with big data, a well-structured data governance strategy is of primary importance as it explains how to benefit the business from responsibilities, common processes, and sustainability. Data governance is the best practices framework for managing data assets, includes discovery of data to create a unified view. Data governance defines roles, responsibilities, and processes for ensuring accountability for and ownership of data assets across the enterprise. For example, if your job in your data governance strategy is to ensure the confidentiality of data related to education services, some form of security will need to be managed in the flow of student data and educator data. You need to carry out a data governance to ensure that processes such as storage, retention, protection, history of who added this information, and when to the existing information comply with the obligations of the relevant law. Data governance ensures that data-related roles are clearly defined and that responsibility and accountability are agreed upon across the organization. A well-planned data governance framework covers the strategic, tactical, and operational roles and responsibilities. By this way, framework also includes data relationships, technical and enterprise metadata, data profiling, data certification, data classification, data engineering, and collaboration. By data governance, organizations can best balance security with accessibility and be compliant with standards and regulations, while ensuring data assets with the business needs. But the most important point is empowering the people who knows data best to contribute to the data stewardship tasks. Remember that no matter how advanced technology is, humans also continue to be the most important resource that determines the result. In shortly, we can say that data governance is a system user manual for defining who is data authority in the organization, have control over data assets, and how those data assets may be used. By maximizing data governance investments, data control will be maximized, while data breach risks will be minimized. As you see that data governance is a collection of components that data, roles, processes, communications, metrics, and tools which help organizations formally manage and gain better control over data sets. A data governance framework creates a single set of rules and processes for collecting, storing, and using these data governance components. These components are policies, processes, security, data quality, technology, organization, and MDM, which is data master management. A data governance framework creates a single set of rules and processes for collecting, storing, and using data by using these components. With a data governance framework, your policies, rules, and definitions apply to all your data in whole organization. By doing so, the framework makes it easier to streamline and scale core governance processes, no matter how rapidly your data volumes grow, enabling you to maintain compliance and support collaboration. By this way, you can deliver trusted data to all individuals in a variety of different roles as developers, data stewards, or business leaders. A data governance framework supports the execution of data governance by defining the essential process components of a data governance program. This program should also include implementing process changes for managing and improving data quality and building a data catalog with identifying data owners. But for this, creating reference data and master data, protecting data privacy, enforcement and monitoring data policies, driving data literacy, and provisioning and delivering data processes requires a lot of work and attention. Effectively designed data governance strategy provides the following benefits. Understanding the value of data. Data governance ensures consistency and common terminology for data. Thus, business units can speak the same language among themselves or with different units. Target-oriented data. Data governance ensures that a plan is established that ensures data accuracy, completeness, and consistency. Data governance also makes data sources available and makes it easier to connect with business results. Routing data provides an environment to be used for processes required for data governance and data integration. This environment is like a navigation, helping people find their way in unknown areas like databases, tables, and etc. Legal compliance provides a platform to meet the demands of data governance, government regulations such as the EU General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR). Data protection laws and regulations similar to GDPR are on the rise worldwide. For now, personal data definitions vary from place to place and you can expect them to shift over time. Implementing well-documented data governance ensures compliance while also demonstrating your organization's commitment to accountability. Of course, every organization is different, with different data and different needs for this data. As your organization faces increasing pressure to implement and maintain good data governance, you must determine what data governance framework will work best to uphold your unique data governance strategy. Today, organizations have incredible amounts of data about customers, clients, suppliers, patients, employees, and more. When this information is properly used to better understand the market and your target audience, your organization will be more successful. The same data governance will also ensure that data is trusted, well-documented, and easy to find and access with your organization, and that it's kept secure, compliant, and confidential. In order to find the right data governance approach for your organization, you have to complete some operations on data. Capture and analyze data through discovery, profiling, and benchmarking tools and capabilities. For example, the right tools can automatically detect a piece of personal data like a social security number in a new data set and trigger an alert. Extract the meaningful data with validation, data cleaning, and data enrichment. Manage and document data so that extracted data can be augmented by metadata to increase its relevance, searchability, accessibility, linkability, and compliance. At this stage, it's important to classify the metadata. Data governance is a tailor-made guide to the organization's specific business needs and strategic objectives. For this reason, each organization should be studied separately depending on its structure and key functions across the organization. Every organization should create their own data governance user manual. As you see that data governance is a set of policies, procedures, protocols, and metrics that control how data is used, managed, and stored. Data governance consists your company's unique culture and approach to data as well as who owns data and data confidentiality. In this way, data governance provides processes to structure, maintain, and update data while ensuring quality and compliance with an organization's specific framework that guarantees usability, consistency, data integrity, and data security throughout the organization. Now we can talk about data governance for cloud hosting, which is used a lot today and also causes a lot of problems. But data cloud governance has not been studied much yet. So what's cloud and cloud services? Cloud service is a kind of cloud computing services which includes servers, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence over the internet. All the services forms a part of the cloud. Cloud service decreases your operating costs with more efficient business needs. But moving to the cloud is all about delegating certain tasks to third parties, such as infrastructure management, application development, security, etc. That's why cloud data governance needs attention. Businesses and organizations realize the benefits of moving some or all of their data storage and process to cloud integration strategies. IPaaS, Integration Platform as a Service, and SaaS, Software as a Service, the need for the effective data governance increases at scale. Businesses and organizations realize that the benefits of moving their data storage and processes to cloud integration strategies. With IPaaS, Integration Platform as a Service, and SaaS, Software as a Service, the needs for effective data management are largely met. Before explaining IPaaS and SaaS, first we need to explain what is as a service. XaaS is the short form of as a service, is used for general identification of as a service solutions. As a service, XaaS is a term that describes a broad category of services related to cloud computing and remote access. With cloud computing technologies, vendors offer companies different kinds of services over the internet or intranetworks. With cloud computing technologies, vendors offer different kinds of services over the internet or intranetwork. This idea started with the basic of software as a service, SaaS, with cloud providers offering individual software applications. Other terms like integrated platform as a service, IPaaS, were added as cloud services evolved. With so many different kinds of IT resources now delivered with this way, XaaS, X defines the different services related with cloud services. Moving on-premise data to the cloud needs complex processes regarding integrity and security. As you see that Cloud Data Governance Plan is also crucial for migrating the data to the cloud. Data governance should be able to quickly and effectively manage data from many different access or storage points as well as meet the needs of different end users. These access or storage points include on-premise data storage, the cloud data storage, desktop and mobile platforms, social media. After the data governance framework is well understood and started to use within the organization, tracking processes, data quality, and data proliferation becomes easier. Monitoring data privacy and risk exposure becomes easier. Creates an audit trail and alerts you to anomalies. And facilitates issue management and workflow. But of course, completing this data governance manual, you must comply with the legal compliances of the country where you live or work, such as the European Union General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, or equivalent regulations.